Hey everybody, this is Uke Revolution. I'm Brooke, and you're watching a lesson for the Pet Shop Boys song, West End Gals. Da-dum-ba-dum. In this lesson, I'll show you the chords that you need to play the song. There's some wacky ones in here, some strum patterns that you might use, the different chord progressions for all the parts of the song. And then we'll have an overview of what the whole song is like, and then I'll put all the chords and lyrics on the screen. I'll play the whole thing, and you can play along with me. There is a PDF song sheet for this song, and it's available in the member library or in the online shop, and you can find links to all those things in the caption. So I want to show you the chords that we're going to need, and we are playing in the original key today, so you can play along with the original recording from Pet Shop Boys. Okay, we have C major 7, D suspended 2, E, I know, but it happens sometimes. E happens. So you can play, like I play sometimes with my thumb over like this. This is the standard position. There's also an E way up here if you want to try it. So it's the same shape as a B, and it's on the 7th fret. So we have the bottom two strings of the 7th fret, the C string of the 8th fret, and the G string of the 9th fret. Just options. There's also D in this song, and B, A minor 7, B minor, E minor 7. And then there's a couple of kind of odd chord shapes that we have to look at. So B minor / E, this comes in the verse. And if you don't want to play one of these weird shapes, you can just play a B minor or a B minor 7, but you're going to miss a little bit. The B minor 7 gives you a kind of shimmer that's similar to what's happening with these chords in the original. But these weird chords have this kind of odd quality that fits for this song really well. So the real B minor / E, the one that sounds most like the original, is this 4-4-2-5 one, but it's also kind of an awkward position. So you got the 2nd fret, the E string with your pointer finger, your middle two fingers are going on the 4th fret, the G and the C string on the 4th fret, and then your pinky is on the A string on the 5th fret. Fortunately, the other chord in the verse is A minor 7, which is just open strings. And you're moving back and forth between those two. So even though this is a really big and weird shape, in between it, we're getting a break with A minor 7. And you just kind of leave your fingers ready to go back to that weird position. Or you can play this 2-2-0-2. Technically, this is a B minor 7 / E, or there's like a bunch of other names you can give it. Technically, this is not even B minor 7 / E. It doesn't have enough notes, but anyway, that's a whole other rabbit hole we're not going down. So this is another kind of B minor you can play in the verse. It's the 2nd fret, the G and the C string, and then the A string. And if you saw the lesson last week, Shake Your Groove thing also had this exact same B minor 7 / E chord shape. And then E7, no 3. So we're playing an E7 chord, but we're taking out the pitch that is the 3rd pitch of the chord of E. And that is the top two strings of the 4th fret and then the A string of the 5th fret. We only use this E7 no 3 right at the very beginning of the song. That's the only place you're going to see it. The B minor / E comes a lot because it's one of the main chords of the verse. So the verse is the kind of spoken word part. Sometimes you're better off dead. There's a gun in your hand. In between all these forward slashes are 4 beats. So we have B minor / E for 8 and A minor 7 for 8. That line repeats to make up the verses. And for the chorus is of course the Western world. We have B minor for 8, A minor 7 for 8. Then we're almost doing the same thing. B minor for 8, A minor 7 for 4, and then for 2 again, and then we have D and B for 1 each, and then E for 4. And then we have E for 2, D and B for 1 each, and E for 4. There's an asterisk here. The asterisk has a note on the song sheet, and it says the first chorus, there's an extra bar of E. So only in the first chorus, we're going to put 1 more bar of E, 4 more beats of E on the end, so it will actually be E for 8 at the end. And you'll see it over the lyrics when we play the whole thing later. So this is with the DBE and the DBE. That's the West End Girls. Dun-dun-dun-dun. West End Girls. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Sometimes I like to play the D with my thumb, then you can wrap your fingers around for the B. This pointer finger is anchoring you for the E again, and you just wrap your thumb over the top. So it's like wrap on the top, wrap on the bottom, wrap on the top. Or this is why I gave you that other alternate E, because you could actually go D, B, E. You already have the B shape here, and you're just moving that, all of that up to the 7th fret, the same shape. There's an instrumental bridge. This has that like trumpet kind of solo scat stuff over the top. So there's E minor 7 for 8 and A minor 7 for 8, and we play that 4 times to make the bridge. Let's look at the intro. So the very beginning of this production, there's 2 bars of just a drum beat. The E7 No 3 comes in on the original track. I was using the music video one anyway on YouTube, around 7 seconds in, and it's just this like string sound or synth sound. So you can just strum down 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. And then after that, we got more kind of ethereal, stringy sounding stuff happening. C major 7 for 2, D suspended 2 for 2, E for 4. That happens 3 times. And then we have C major 7 for 2, D suspended 2 for 2, and D for 4 to set us up for the little riff. Boom, 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 ba-dow, ba-dow. As you can see here, it says beat comes in. So we have D for 2, and then we have D for 2, D and B for 1, E for 4, E for 2, D and B for 1, E for 4, and then it goes right into the verse. So let me play this intro for you so you can see what it sounds like, and I'll count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, E7, 2, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, E7, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, C, D, E, 2, 3, 4, C, D, E, 2, 3. Do it again. C major 7, D suspended 2, E, 2, 3, 4, C, D, D, 2, 3, 4, D, 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 B, E, ba bump, E, 2, D, B, E. Times you're better off dead. It's hard to get that E7 No 3 to ring out enough, but I find if I use my pinky instead, it works. That's all the different parts of the song. I need to show you some strum patterns. This is one of those straight beat, dance-ish tempo songs that sits right in the middle, so it's kind of hard to choose whether you're going to do a divided beat and count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and to rhythmify it, or if you're going to count it 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. It's going to sound better if you more rhythmic if you do one of these, but these might be a little bit harder and less familiar than the divided beat ones. Let me show you. So the top one, down, up, chunk, up, down, up, chunk, up, down, up, chunk, up, down, up, chunk, up. If I play it with the verse chords, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and down, up, chunk, up, 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 chunk, up, down, up, chunk, up, ba ba da 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 da. And then the second one here is island strum. It's chunky, down, chunk, up, chunk, up. I'm going to play that with the chorus chords. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and down, chunk up, chunk up. Down, ba-da-da. The eastern boys and western girls. And the eastern boys and western girls. Now we do down strums. The thing about these divided beat ones is if you play them a bit faster than the original tempo, then it's easier to keep in rhythm. If you play them about the original tempo, you might start to like have difficulty keeping a really crisp beat. And the subdivided beat one. So the first one is down, up, chunk, down, chunk, down, up, chunk, down, chunk, down, up, chunk, down, chunk, down, up, chunk. So we got 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a down, down, chunk, down, up, chunk, down, chunk, down, up, chunk, down, chunk, down, up, chunk, chunk, down, up, chunk, The second one, down, up, chunk up, down, chunk up, down, up, chunk up, down, chunk up, down, up, chunk up, down, chunk up, chunk up, down, chunk up. But you can hear him playing it a lot slower than the original tempo. With these, particularly the second one, if you play it slower than the original tempo, it's easier to keep up with. If I play the original tempo, it's going to sound more like... So I'm keeping it really small. The movements are really small. And the chunks I'm managing with my thumb of my strum hand. You can see I'm muting the strings that way. Really in between those strings. You're not really hitting every string every time. The ups are more like little flicks. I'm going to play today probably using the subdivided beat one, a mix of them. Quick overview of the whole song before we play it. We got the intro, verse 1, chorus. After that, there's verse 2 and another chorus, the bridge. Notice at the end of the second chorus, there's only that one bar of E. And then after the bridge, there's another chorus and another verse. Again, there's only one bar of E here. And then after verse 3, there is the outro chorus. So the outro chorus, we're going to actually end up back where we started with some of the intro chords. So we've got chorus as usual. Here's that West End Girls with the E, E for 2, D, B, E. And then he repeats that, West End Girls. But on girls, instead of the E, we're going back to those chords from the intro, C major 7 for 2, D suspended 2 for 2, and D for 4. And we're working that little bit in. This time it comes back C major 7, D suspended 2. Then there's an E instead of a D. It fades out on that C major 7, D suspended 2, E little riff. So you can kind of do whatever you want here. You can end on the E. Yeah, this is simple enough to end on the E here, but if you want to extend things a little bit, you can repeat anything you want. You could go back to the top and do the chorus again if you want, but we're going to end on E every time. Okay, let's hit it. Move me over a little bit. Let's put some like new wavy stuff on, maybe a phaser, a flanger or something on this mic. Okay, I put a little bit of phaser on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, E7, 2, 3, 4, let it ring again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 again. C, D, E. Now the one with the D. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Times you're better off dead. There's a gun in your hand and it's pointing at your head. You think you're mad, too unstable, kicking in chairs, knocking down tables in a restaurant in a West End town. Call the police, there's a madman around, running down underground to a dive bar in a West End town. In a West End town in dead end world, the East End boys and West End girls. In a West End town in dead end world, the East End boys and West End girls. West End girls. West End girls. Verse 2, too many shadows, whispering voices, faces on posters, too many choices. If, when, why, what, how much have you got? Have you got it? Do you get it? If so, how often and which do you choose? A hard or soft option? How much do you need in a West End town and dead end world? The East End boys and West End girls. In a West End town and dead end world, the East End boys and West End girls. West End girls. Bridge. for it 2 more times. E minor 7. Last time. And we go to the chorus. In a western town and dead end world, the eastern boys and western girls. In a western town and dead end world, the eastern boys and western girls. Western girls. You got a heart of glass or a heart of stone. Just you wait till I get you home. We got no future, we got no past. Here today, built to last. In every city and every nation, from Lake Geneva to the Finland station. How far have you been? In a western town and dead end world, the eastern boys and western girls. In a western town and dead end world, the eastern boys and western girls. Western girls. Western girls. 1, 2, 3, 4. Western girls. Cool. I hope you liked that lesson, everybody. If you did, don't forget to do the YouTube-y things. Like, share, subscribe, comment. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I reply to all comments which are relevant to the lesson or channel. And I will see you next time with another lesson and play along. Peace out, everybody. Happy strumming and stay funky. Bye-bye. The Eastern Boys. And if I affect a British accent, that is because you know you are doing the same thing too. Come on, let's be serious. Let's be serious. I'm Brooke, and you're watching a lesson and a play along for the West End Girls song Pet Shop Boys.